which key products or solutions will Renishaw be prioritizing at Intex 2025, and why have those been selected for the emphasis?
As you probably know that we have a very wide range of solutions that we deal with and offer to. So if you talk about Imtech specifically, so this show is based people who are into manufacturing day in day out. They are doing machining, cutting the metal, and people who are building machines, people who are supplying the cutting tools, people who are supplying measuring solutions. So this exhibition is for those industries. So obviously the focus for Renishaw in this Imtex is for the solutions that we refer as industrial metrology solutions. Although we have position measurement solutions which falls under which what we offer is encoders and calibration systems. So they are specifically for machine tool builders, but the solutions that we have on industrial metrology is for the industries who are into manufacturing day in day out, and that's where we are focusing in this index.
The adoption of smart manufacturing and Industry 4.0 principles is accelerating globally, I think, everywhere. So, how does Renishaw portfolio, particularly smart manufacturing data platform, support this trend? And what specific application do or case studies will you be showcasing here?
Renishaw has been a manufacturer for over half a century, and we have been using the smart manufacturing and the data to drive our own manufacturing. And we have gained a lot of efficiency advantages for us, which has helped us to be profitable for last 50 years. And we have exported 94% from UK. Now we are bringing those technologies for companies in India, and we have been doing that for last 30 odd years. And the time is opportune right now because, as you rightly said, everybody is coming to India, everybody is leveraging this technology to the local companies, manufacturers in India, how they can use this technology and have competitive advantages. Otherwise, they will be left behind. They will not be able to compete against the players. So that's where Renishaw is going to bring the expertise, our own homegrown expertise and expertise what we have done with other players to help manufacturers in India to adopt those quickly. And the simple solutions, such as anybody cutting metal, they can automate certain processes in their machining. Everybody, every manufacturer in India, one machine, 10 machine, 100 machine, whether they have a plant in Jamshedpur, whether they have a plant even in Kanyakumari, plant in Kashmir, plant in wherever they are in the country, Renishaw has geared itself to help them with our network of people, with our tech center, with our engineers, with our experts. We are everywhere to help and support these Indian manufacturers to make things faster, cheaper, better, and compete and make India the number one powerhouse in the world.
So, competition in precision manufacturing and manufacturing technology sector is very intense, as you say. What are the key differentiation factors or competitive advantages that you offer in the Indian market, and how this will be differentiated or highlighted at the exhibition here?
See, Renishaw believes, as Sanjeev said, part of this question's answer is given by Sanjeev. What Renishaw believes is we practice what we preach. So we as a manufacturers we have seen what kind of challenges a typical manufacturer faces when they want to really scale their business, scale the production, expect high quality, expect more output, expect consistency in their manufacturing. So when your expectations are of this kind, obviously you need to put in a good practices in your manufacturing. So what we have been doing in the marketplace across all the customer segment, any manufacturing industry, we offer end-to-end solution. We just don't talk about what we have. We have we have various products available in various part of our solutions, but we don't talk products. We don't talk specifications. We go and understand customers' issues, customer challenges, what they're facing, and how we can help them to come out of it and then help them to scale their business. So that's where we offer competitive advantage to customer, which may not be the case with peer companies that that they are in the marketplace. So that's where we stand apart. and that's why we have made a lot of customers' life very easy. If you go around the stand, and if you go and talk to some of our customers who are coming and interacting with us, they will tell you also the similar stories. And as a part of our stand building, you can see the case stories that we have put up here. People share, very very positive feedback about Renishaw, how Renishaw has helped. And it is not that we are only helping corporates and big supply chains. We help customers who are also having 2 or 3 CNC machines, 4 CNC machines, and still facing problems. It could be any small problems, or it could be any complex problems. We help customer before machining, during machining, post machining. This is the span of control, I would say. This is where we operate, and we offer an end-to-end solution. We give competitive advantage to our customers. That's where we are.
You spoke about the smart manufacturing data platform. So, could you elaborate on this, how this platform integrates with the existing manufacturing?
Very good question. So, why do people take data? They take data to make informed decisions, to be able to change what they need to change right in time, or maybe sometime before time. It's not just collecting the data, but what you do with the data. So as we know, Renishaw is a sensor company, right? So we have a lot of sensors, Sanjay sir was talking about. We have a lot of sensors throughout the machining, before machining, during machining, and after machining. So these sensors will capture the data, but the story doesn't end there. And it will not be that much powerful if you're not able to do anything with that data. So you collect the data. Let's say you have collected the data about a measurement of a part on your machine. You've collected the data about some other operation about in that machine. So once you have that data, then what you do with that data to make an informed decision, whether should I continue to run this process or not, whether should I change the offset or not, whether should I use the other tool or not, should I change some of the offset parameters or not, because that will determine whether you're going to end making a right part or a wrong part, or whether you will take longer time or shorter time. So Renishaw platform goes one notch above anybody else in the world. So we make actionable data. So data on one layer above, we have actionable data, and that actionable data allows the manufacturers in a very simple way to take decisions, and very fast decisions that ultimately results in making the right part all the time. So that's what we are bringing, and we have been doing this in our own manufacturing for a number of years. All the products that you're seeing in our shop floor, you go and see in our manufacturing plant, you will come to see that how we are using these technologies to advance our productivity. Our yield levels are very high. In our shop floors, they are one person or manning, let's say, 12 machines, 13 machines, and you could see a lights out machine. And that's not a rocket science, that's a simple thing. And with the help of these technologies, with this platform, with this data, every manufacturer in India can do that. So that's the ambition, what we can help them to do. That's the kind of thing.
Yeah, and just to add on what Sanjeev said, that's as part of the output, okay? In terms of what components you're getting, what accuracy you're getting a lot of data. But I think there's another important aspect is the input. You have assets in the manufacturing setup. You have machines, you have measuring machines, you have cutting machines, you have a lot of machines. So how are we looking at those machines? In this data platform, we'll also give inputs on how long this machine sat there doing nothing, how long this machine is under breakdown, what sort of problems this machine is facing. So what could be a plan for preventive maintenance? When do we make some changes in the machines? So it's not just the output, also the data you get is also of your assets. So that's also most important. So the data of inputs, data of assets, and data of outputs put together, is in a very simplistic term. We can simply call it a smart manufacturing. We're bringing smartness everywhere here, isn't it? Being smart, you have automation. Just take an example of your home automation. What happens is you walk in and the starts getting switched on, and if you're not there, you're not using that space, it gets switched off. So it has to be like that. So similarly, our efforts in our data platform is like this: make the process of input and output very efficient, and get most and best out of your setup. That's the idea.
Absolutely, and as Sanjay has said, so it's the decision for the decision makers on the shop floor, but it has a very high impact on the profit levels of the company as well. We were talking to a mold and die manufacturer this morning, and he was explaining that prior to using some of our technologies, they were making 1,200 tools in a year. Like it was a mold making company, and they had some 10 to 15% of rejections. After using the technology of these automated solutions, they are now making 1,800 tools in a year without having to invest in any new capital equipment. So the profits, the bottom line profit for that company have gone up around 25%. And that was just by utilizing this technology and, as Sanjay said, making those technology more effective before machining, making decision which machine should I be using for which operation, how long I've been using this machine, and all these things. So ultimately, his profit has increased. They are able to make 600 more tools without adding any new machine. So that's the power of this technology, how they can help your business to grow.
And one last thing, sorry, we are extending the answer, but what's going to happen? See, we are no more a low-cost economy. We are no more a low-cost manufacturing. It's a 10 years old story now. The cost of manufacturing also is increasing. We have a competitive advantage still in a big way, but as we move forward, people, the suppliers, customer are going to look at all these things: how efficient your system is, how efficiently assets. Because in some cases, their customers would be investing. They could be also the investor in the supplier's place. So they would like to know what's happening, how efficient your systems are, and there is scarcity of people, there is scarcity of skilled labor, and all that. All these things are going to play more and more as we progress forward. So there's no choice but to look at the smart manufacturing. You cannot run the future business without smart manufacturing.
So the theme of automation for everyone, how does Renishaw address the varying level of automation readiness?
Yeah, so this impacts, I think, our theme, as you rightly said, is automation for everyone. I think Dr. Sanjay already explained about it. So what we are saying is the automation is not just limited to the big players, right? It's not just limited to the robots. Automation should be accessible to all the manufacturers. Like he said, whether it is one machine, you have one machine, two machines, 10 machines, 15 machines, 100 machines, 1,000 machines. Automation is for every manufacturer. So a probe, which is a very simplest form of automation, you can just put it in your CNC machine and do the process control. And that helps you start your automation journey. So we want all the job shops, all the production lines to adopt the automation. And I think the adaptation to the automation starts with Renishaw Pro. And that's the theme here. If you see, all our booth has been designed in such a way that when any customer who walks in, whether he's a small company, has a job shop, and they want to understand how they can start, because automation is necessity as Indian manufacturing is growing. The productivity will have become very important. Automation has become a necessity. And the first thing when it comes to the customer mind is, oh, if I want to do an automation, maybe I have to put a robot. But robot is one kind of automation, and of course there are a lot of other types of automation. So that's where the place we start with the growth, and that's what we are demonstrating here. So we have put all our solutions in an user interactive CNC machine, which is not a machine as such, just a small game. It's an interactive pod where our customers can come and take hands-on experiences and see how our solutions are actually used in the CNC machine and how they help them improve their productivity. So that's automation. That's the automation we are talking here throughout next 7 days. And apart from that, if you see, we have the equator shop floor gauging system. So we are bringing automation to the shop floor. You put alongside your CNC machine and you can automate your shop floor. It doesn't require a certain temperature so that it should operate, unlike the other solutions there. But it can be placed along the CNC machine and it can operate at a temperature of 50 degrees Celsius. And you can, compare the parts and take corrective actions to the CNC machine. So we got dedicated 3 equator shop floor gauging systems here. They are running in an automation line. And apart from that, we have other solutions like our CMM solutions. They are like hand automation where we are showing the fastest technology. And along with that, we got some more solutions which help the machine tool builders to start building their machines in the design. So that's some kind of automation where our encoders, our linear encoders, and our 40 scale play a big role. And that's how, we got so many machine tool builders here, so they can come and see what kind of automation we're talking about. We got the entire styli range. We also got the calibration range. So put together, if you see, it's an end-to-end solution as Sir says. So automation from the simplest form of probe to the biggest products that we have. That's the theme.
Yeah.
And I hope all our audiences would want to come and see at our booth what exactly we mean and how we can help to start their automation journey.
One thing, just want to add what Rahul said. He said everything is explained. I think what we are trying to also do is bring in a new thought process in manufacturer's mind. Is start thinking beyond machine tending operations, because all the equipments they are there, whether it is gantry system, loading unloading system, the shuttles, the pallets, or the robots. What they do typically, see in simple terms, they do a repetitive job. They're doing machine tending. Okay, so we need to go beyond machine tending operations. We have to go beyond that and include other things which make the process robust. And that is where this is the one-stop solution. You come to Renishaw, engage with us. We give you one-stop solution which will help you to get everything that has been spoken for last 15-20 minutes.
Yeah, that's automation for everyone.
Yeah, that's where we are.